The camera person I just shot with, actually, he filmed a feature film in China, and he filmed Jean-Claude Van Damme, so that's pretty cool. I have 5 bags of equipment here. Last night, I did the gear prep check. The equipment I'm using today, I arrived at the interview location an hour in advance to minimize stress. 2 tube lights. This is a Taiwanese brand. This one here. Yeah, so I prepared 3 light fixtures, 2 tubes, and 1 Forza 60 with a softbox. First bag is tube lights, second bag got a tripod, got a light stand, got a camera package with 3 prime lenses, and my duffel bag, extra charging cables, and the third light. Let's see what this interview looks like today. I haven't met the other crew yet. It should be pretty straightforward. Tomorrow will be more interesting. We'll be traveling on a train to Taiwan. Just brought back my equipment. Tomorrow in about 12 hours, I'll be heading back to Taipei with the same kit. Today, we met at the hotel and I met up with the crew there. There was 4 people in the van with us, 2 producers, 2 cameramen. We arrived there, we had 2 hours to set up, which I thought was too much, but they ended up moving around a lot of background material to get the proper framing that everyone was happy with. And we fed all 3 interview cameras into a live feed, which is pretty cool. And the live feed has 8 SIM cards, so the data is being immediately transferred across the world to be broadcast. Yeah, set up for 2 hours. There was a lot of existing lights in the studio, a lot of Fresnel with some taped on diffusion, and then we just added 2 more soft boxes. Tomorrow should be more interesting. Interview in the morning, and then we'll be going on the train, travel around Taiwan a bit, get some coverage about wind farms, and then I have 2 more days of filming after that. Back in Taipei, the election's coming up, so a lot of work came in out of nowhere. So I'll just be running around filming and bringing you along for behind the scenes so you can kind of get an inside look into production and what's going on, and a little bit quite different from cinematography that I have also posted on my channel, but this is real life of a freelance filmmaker. You don't always get to do the cases where you can light it the way you want and make it look the way you want, but times like these, you just try to meet some cool people. The camera person I just shot with, actually, he filmed a feature film in China, and he filmed Jean-Claude Van Damme, so that's pretty cool. And now he's shooting TV for the past 40 years. But yeah, let's see, tomorrow should be a lot more diverse environment. Downtown Taipei. Sometimes it's hard to find parking around Taipei. But today should be a pretty long day of filming. Tomorrow I'll be heading back again to Taipei around 4 in the morning. It's an early start. Today should be traveling to get to different locations. Tomorrow we'll be just stationed at the Eslite Hotel. When you have shoots that are back-to-back with no reset time, your mind can get stuck in a state, but I think there are other aspects to shooting that are important to keep in mind. Things like consistency. I know, especially when shooting narrative stuff, maybe you want a consistent look. So today I'll be thinking about getting a consistent look for the final deliverable, which should be between 10 and 15 minutes long. Camera gear prep can be anxiety-inducing, especially if you're paranoid about forgetting some critical cable or component. It hasn't happened to me before, but I do often worry that I forgot anything that could be paralyzing for production. It helps to test all equipment the night prior when possible. While I waited for the crew to arrive, I double-checked my equipment. I quite enjoy the travel that comes along with freelance filming. And although Taiwan is a tiny island, there are a lot of gems and charming areas. Unfortunately, the logistics for this third day of dock filming was not ideal, but we still got some location shots. The next days we filmed before sunrise, and as the light constantly changed, we battled the sun with two 600Xs and two 200s, as well as a 60 kicker light. Even though making sure that we have all the gear prepped for each different job, it can be an anxious ritual, especially as productions require more and more tools. But for some reason, packing the original Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera with me for BTS sparks joy. Oftentimes, bringing too much gear can result in analysis by paralysis, but the OG is so pure and simple. I'll continue bringing it along with me while I continue this crazy freelance filming career.